Hello, this is a short video to show you how to restore your data if you've taken a backup from QuickBooks, done some work and need to put the backed up updated system back onto your live system. So the first thing to do is to plug in the memory stick, and once it's recognised, the computer will offer to show you its contents, but most importantly show you what letter it thinks the memory stick is known by. In this case it's going to be F. So having remembered F, we can go over to QuickBooks and the next thing to do is to find out where we need to put the data back to. So by going to File, Open Previous Company, don't click on it, but have a look and see what the location is, and if necessary make a note of it. So in my case it's C, Data for QuickBooks, QuickBooks Data, and then I have my company name. So we're here to try and do a restore, so File, Open or Restore Company, restore a company backup. Next we need to tell it where to find the backup. In this case it's on F. This is the one that I want to put back onto my main system from the memory stick. If you have got more than one, check out the date and most importantly the time, so that you know whether it's the one later in the day that you're back restoring onto your system or whether it's the one you took off earlier in the day. If you're happy that you've got the right file, purely go onto the word open and it asks where you want to restore the files to. This is where we made a note that in my case it was C, Data for QuickBooks, QuickBooks Data. So when I click on there, it lists out the various companies and files I've got in that folder. But what it's saying, it's going to a store it called Wellington Consulting, which is what I want. So I can just press save. Now because there's already a file called Wellington Consulting there, it's warning me, asking if I really want to replace it. I'm going to say yes. And I also need to actually type in the word yes to confirm that I know that a different copy is being put on top of the old copy that was in the main system. So as soon as that data has been restored onto your main system, it will come back and tell us that it is complete, but it won't actually be saved unless you then enter the correct password, otherwise it would be rejected. So this is your ordinary login password and allows you into your system. We're not quite finished. Two things that we need to do. First of all, make sure that it has actually landed safely. So the way that I would recommend that you do this is go to its thing to think it's okay, go to Reports, down to Accountant and Taxes, down again to Audit Trail, and ask it to tell me what work's been done this week. And I can see the entries I made on the 17th and the 18th of June. So I'm happy that in this week that includes the entries that I did on the other system. So I can close that down. So the last thing to do then is to actually highlight the taskbar to safely remove hardware. Again, it's going to identify the memory stick, so ask it to eject the flash drive, and once that's safe to remove, I can then remove that from the system and continue working in QuickBooks, whatever it is I was doing next. So that is how to do a restore of QuickBooks data onto your main machine.